Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second annual Holly Jolly. And I know some people are still trying to figure out where they're supposed to be. We're trying something a little bit different this year because we're always adjusting. And so my name is Jonathan LaFlamme. I am the Director of Instrumental Music here at Central Lakes College, and we are very, very excited for this evening. It was conceived last year, really before inflation hit hard, right? At the first sign, yes, just come on in and have a seat. Come on in, everybody. And at the first sign that maybe there was some difficulties for people. I was driving to the cities to visit one of the schools that I work with in October of 2021, and they were talking on the radio about how some of the home heating costs were going to be double. That was last year, and that's before this year. And so we have 8 ensembles that are be making great music for you this evening. We're going to have you have the opportunity to kind of not do what you get to do at a lot of concerts, where you're going to be able to get up and get some refreshments and then come back, and we are going to have music on both sides of the building. So it is my pleasure to introduce our first group. Please, a warm hand for Professor Preston Webben and the Central Lakes College Choir.
I'm David Thompson. I'm the orchestra director. We are going to do a piece called Night of Silence with the choir, and that'll be how we start the night with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Night of Silence includes some of Silent Night in it, too, if you didn't know that. So, fun piece, beautiful piece. Here we go.
In the distance, all in the night, on wind you enfold us who speak of the light. Gentle on the ear, you whisper softly. Rumors of the
Something about some of these pieces of music. How about another hand for the choir and supporting? After we have some more wonderful music behind me, we're going to venture to the other side of the college to get a completely different ensemble experience. And on your way, there's going to be all kinds of wonderful treats. There's also representatives here from some of our finest charities in the area. Obviously, not all of them. One of them is the United Way, and one of the you'll have to stop by and say hello to John and congratulate him. He's a father, recently had a little girl, and so. But the United Way here in the Brainerd-Baxter, the Lakes area supports 17 charities. And one of the ones that they're really highlighting tonight is the Imagination Library and getting books into the hands of children. And sometimes it's hard to imagine, it seems like it's really easy to get a book, but the staggering numbers of children that don't have books. And so I'm just going to pop in and out in between some of the songs and talk about some of the wonderful charities that are out there and ask that this evening that everybody's just thinking about those in need, and it doesn't always have to be something monetary. All these organizations are short on volunteers like companies are short on workers, and time can be the most valuable gift. So would you please now give a warm hand for Mr. David Thompson behind me in the Central Lakes College Orchestra.
That first piece of the full orchestra now was From the Realms of Glory. It contains 3 different carols: Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Angels from the Realms of Glory, and there's a third one in there. Which one? Oh, Angels We Have Heard on High. That was the third one. So, a little fun fanfare to start things off. Next, we're going to move into a Vaughan Williams Christmas. Vaughan Williams was a wonderful English composer from the early 20th century. And he wrote a bunch of things for band and orchestra, and other things too. But what we're taking is 3 different of his Christmas carols he wrote for orchestra. So those 3 are, one second. We have Forest Green, also known as O Little Town of Bethlehem, and then Wassail Song and Sussex Carol. So here is Yvonne Williams' Christmas. We have one more piece for you. This is Christmas, or no, around the world at Christmas time. Christmas is in there somewhere, of course. And really, it's more around Europe at Christmas time and the U.S. It's just a bunch of different carols and songs from associated with different countries in Europe and the U.S. And then finally, so in front of you, we have the CLC String Orchestra. But as part of this wonderful winter collaboration we have going on with the Heartland Symphony Orchestra and the Brainerd Brainerd High School Chamber Orchestra, sorry, we have musicians mixed in from them as well. So a huge thank you to our guests who joined us tonight from the Heartland Symphony and the Brainerd Chamber Orchestra. We're very grateful for you. And yes, that brings us to our final piece. Thank you so much. After us, Jonathan will want to say more things probably. So here we go.
How about another hand for our orchestra? We didn't have one 3 years ago, and we went for it during a global pandemic, and I'm just so pleased to see where we are. When I was talking to the person that's in charge, I got the official title here, hold on. And that is Corporal Officer Jeff Curran of the Salvation Army. He said something that really struck me when we were putting this together this year for having our early talks in the fall. And he said that in Minnesota, in this area, a family of 4 right now, compared to last year, in just essentials for the household is spending $500 a month now, more than they were last year at this very time. And they have just really a high number of families that for the first time are having to choose between putting food on the table or paying the electric bill, or putting food on the table and paying for prescriptions, healthcare bills, so forth and so on. And so we have the Salvation Army here. You also see our Caring Bridges, or excuse me, our Sharing Hands Food Shelf, the CLC food pantries, and the Bridges of Hope homeless shelter, okay? So we're just gonna take a lovely stroll down the hallway. There's all kinds of goodies there. There's build your own amazing hot chocolate with like every kind of syrup and goodie you could pour into that. There's tea, there's popcorn, grab something to eat. We can't bring it back in here, but while you do that, we have a group of 26 tubas, euphoniums, and trombones that are going to now play carols for you. So everybody stand up, please. Head out into the hallway. I'm going to walk with you, and while you're checking out the organizations and getting a snack, please enjoy some music from the low bellows of the band program. Welcome back, everyone. As we get set to play you a couple of jazz holiday tunes, which is, you know, a lot of what you hear nowadays. Can't go shopping without hearing it, right? I want to tell you about another one of the great organizations out there, which is our local food shelf. We have 2. One is at Central Lakes College, and a big shout out to Student Life and Eric Hepner, who is in that, as he said, ridiculous yellow suit that you probably saw out there. And he's done just a remarkable job at this, at all of our campuses here at Central Lakes to really provide for students that struggle with food insecurity. Also, we have Sharing Bread. And Sharing Bread Kitchen, which is basically our not just our food shelf, but what people would kind of put in the vernacular a soup kitchen, right? So they serve 1 meal a day, 7 days a week. Anyone in need of a meal can come to eat at the soup kitchen, no questions asked. They also provide breakfast slash lunch bags for individuals staying at the Bridge, which is our overnight homeless shelter, Bridges of Hope, which I'll talk about later. And this wonderful organization. Again, after all of our ensembles get done performing here, we'll do an evening dismissal, but there'll be more music coming yet. There'll be a brass choir. So we're going to take that group that you heard earlier and add some trumpets and some French horns to it, and they'll be playing some carols, and you're welcome to stay around, have another round of hot chocolate, and stay around a little bit. The group that you see in front of you is the Raider Jazz Collective. They're brand new as of last year, so they did not exist as a course. And as you can see, a traditional jazz band would have 16, all right, 2 altos, two tenors, a bass saxophone, 4 trombones, 4 trumpets, and the rhythm section, and we have a lot more than that here. So we're very excited to boast that we have over 50 people in 2 jazz ensembles here at Central Lakes College, and we have filling in on drum set for our injured drum set player, Michelle, who's absolutely dynamite, but she has an injured arm, and her neck is also injured, so Preston will be filling in. So give it a round for Preston and the jazz ensemble. Up for Ken, who drives all the way here from Fergus Falls for every rehearsal, if you can believe that. That's a love for music. Give it up for Ken on the trombone, everybody. And if you want to talk to him later, you can't miss him. He's got a holiday gorilla holding a candy cane with bells on a sweater. It's the best one I've ever. Yeah, let's clap for that. Absolutely. I can hear a kid clap back there. I love it. Okay, we're switching piano plays here. We're going to play. This is one of my favorite holiday arrangements for jazz of all time. We're going to feature Joan on the trumpet. We're going to feature John on the alto saxophone. We're going to feature Jordan, also goes by Jordini, on the bari saxophone. This is Go Tell It on the Mountain, and then we're going to quickly transition to our concert wins. Thank you. They are a lot of fun. I can't believe it's my job to hang out with them. It's awesome. Okay, we're going to transition now very quickly to our concert wins. Also, another ensemble that did not exist until last year when we launched our Music AFA program. Very excited about that. It accomplishes a couple of great things. If someone comes into the college, this AFA music degree actually accomplishes not just the degree itself, an Associates of Fine Arts in Music, but it accomplishes a 4-year music minor. And if you go home and Google what is the most employable minor to have, you'll find that it's music. Doesn't matter what somebody goes into, banking, environmental studies, law enforcement, law, medicine, so forth and so on. Having a music minor is kind of a guaranteed good job. I used to say a job, but now it seems like anybody can get a job, right? So I shouldn't say that, but there's a lot of job opportunities out there. But it really puts you head and shoulders above the competition. So we encourage lots of students to do that. Transfers very well with good articulation agreements, which means they're guaranteed to go. All right, let me tell you just a little bit about our wonderful, wonderful shelter that we have in the Bernier Lakes area. And this is our Bridges of Hope. It's a partner organization. They partner with law enforcement, Crow Wing County nonprofit organizations, churches, community members, and it's for anyone that needs a safe place to stay. Okay, for adults to sleep in our community. Okay, it's been a huge collaboration. They opened their doors Friday, December 3rd, 2021, and the last day of the season is Friday, April 29th. Okay, so over the course of those 140 nights, this last year they served 78 unique individuals experiencing homelessness in our community and offered 942 nights of shelter from the cold in Minnesota, which we're experiencing now, but we did get some snow to go with it, so that's always nice, brightens it up a bit, right? The crunch of the tires when you drive your car, I like that sound. The first night of their second season was this Thursday, September 15th, 2022, so they opened a lot earlier than they did the previous year, and they're excited to announce that it was named, the overnight shelter is now called Bridges on 7th and still operated by Bridges of Hope. This current season, the shelter has already served 86 people. So we've surpassed the entire year last year in just a few months. And when you think about it, it's only been open, last year, it opened in the beginning of December where we are right now. So this current season, 86 unique individuals and offered 922 nights of sleep as of December 4th. Okay, it's funded through the community donations and grants. It's always looking to establish new financial partners, as we have seen, a need now more than ever. Take donations in the winter. And they take donations in the summertime as well, and not just monetary, but coffee, snacks, hand and feet warmers, lots of things that there's a huge list here. There's a donation link at the table, and there's also a QR code that you can scan. Okay, they have a donation drop-off every Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m., and it's located at 1926 on 7th Street South. Okay, so 1926 South 7th Street, and that is Bridges of Hope. This wonderful group that you have in front of you, we get to rehearse 2 days a week, and I'm really, really excited because we have a full band, and we started with 5 last fall, so we're really excited. We're going to play 2 beautiful pieces of music for you. Today, we're going to play Sounds of the Season, which we'll play second. First, we're going to play Carol of the Bells / Green Sleeves. We hope you enjoy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have one more piece of music for you. We're going to bring all the musicians back on stage. We're going to try to make it fit, okay? And we're going to have the choir and the strings and the band and the jazzers, and we're going to do a holiday sing-along, and we're going to raise the lights so that you feel confident in singing as we play and you sing with us, okay? After that, please feel free to stick around because I got a brass choir, a 22-piece beautiful brass group that's going to be playing a bunch of music for you. Grab another hot chocolate, take a roadie hot chocolate, and enjoy yourself. We're going to play for you the holiday sing-along.